Okay, we have the whiteboard feature. The whiteboard can be used for a lot of different things. As I stated in a previous tutorial, you can click pages and add multiple pages. So like, here's 2 of 3 pages, here's 1 of 3 pages. You have all these features down here that I've gone over in the past. But one thing I really like doing is I like being able to add images into the whiteboard, and then being able to work on editing them. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about this in a tutorial later, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to access, let's see here, let's see if I can access images. So I have this map here, and what I did was I just went to Google Images and clicked on Ocean Map and put this on my desktop, and then I imported it from my desktop into the software, which I will show you how to do. But now I have this map that I can teach off of, and this map is basically showing underground mountain chains in the ocean, different valleys and things like that. So if I wanted to highlight a specific mountain chain, I could take my pencil or my marker and I could go like this. Let's say I wanted to use a vocabulary word, or I wanted to highlight or type in something. I would click on these A's, and if you notice, there are different fonts that you can use. I like using different ones because it keeps it separate. It helps things to stick out for the kids when they look at stuff. And if you notice here too, click on that again, you can change the size, bold, underline, and italics. But what you can't do, that I have been able to find, is you can't change the color of the type. I'm not sure how to do that. So I'm going to click in here and I'm going to highlight the word trench, and there we are. Now I don't like it in that space though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over here to the top where it's much more readily noticeable. Remember how I opened these 3 pages? I'm going to go ahead and click that arrow, and I'm going to bring in another picture here. Then I'm going to click this arrow, and I'm going to bring in another image here. So then what I can do is I can check something out here. If that's not gonna work. I'm going to make another page. I'm just kind of playing around a little bit here. Bring this in over here. Yeah, okay. So if you look at the size of this, and then you look at the size of this, you see how it's, I'm thinking if you bring it all the way over, you'll capture the full thing. But if you just bring it over here, you won't. Well, maybe you will. I'm not sure. But I like my images larger. I have not found a way to be able to make the image larger once you have imported it, so I'm not sure how to make that happen. But this white margin isn't necessarily a bad thing, because what you can do is you can type in stuff over on this box over here instead of typing in on the image. You know, and then I want to move this over here like that, and then so what I'm imagining is on an image, if you were talking about different things and you wanted to keep a running list of vocabulary words for the kids to be able to have to write down, then you could do that. Notice that this record light is blinking. This is how you click this to start it, but you click that to finish it. If I just want to pause, you can click the pause button there and continue recording, like if somebody walks in the room or whatever, you don't want to lose all your work, you can just pause it there. So this is the whiteboard. Let's make a new. So then this is the blank stuff. So you're back to this blank screen. Remember how I showed you earlier on the visualizer? This just occurred to me. You can bring this up like this. I want to make sure I brought this in. hold on a second. What is this? There's a spotlight feature too. And what this will allow you to do is hover over your image in specific areas of it. So I'm going to draw, I'm going to put a word, I'm going to pose the question. What color do you get when you mix yellow and blue? Bring this over. You can also different size it too, by the way. So let's see. The answer is green. And what I'm imagining is you could have answers all over for different problems. Like if I had 36, put 36 here. We'll do this one. We'll do 5. It's almost like a Jeopardy style thing. For example, you could start out with what is blah blah blah, and then the kids would have to find the answers, and then you could hover over the different answers. So that's a cool feature that I had forgotten to share earlier. I wanted to make sure I did that. Okay, back to the whiteboard. So this is the whiteboard, and of course you know how you can use those different tools to do different things. So if you want to talk in architecture, you want to draw different aspects, or maybe not architecture, I'm being dumb. What about like 3D versus 2D? Different things like that you would use your whiteboard in the classroom for.